In most animals, the brain is located in the head, protected by the skull and close to the primary sensory apparatus of vision, hearing, taste, and olfaction. In humans, it is an organ of thought. While all vertebrates have a brain, invertebrates have either a centralized brain or collections of individual ganglia.
Different types of maternal homework assistance have a different impact on the child's way of completing school assignments in grades 2 to 4 of elementary school, according to a new study. Although all homework assistance presumably aims at helping the child, not all types of homework assistance lead to equally positive outcomes.
A key finding in this study was the extent to which property managers expressed frustration at the amount of property owners who are financially unable or just unwilling to pay for repairs and ongoing maintenance of their rental properties. Interior and exterior painting, recarpeting, fixing leaks, and replacing ovens were all examples of maintenance that property managers said they had trouble talking landlords into doing.
Published March 27 in Scientific Reports. A new study co-led by a new school of medicine pathologist reveals that layers of the body long thought to be dense, connective tissues, below the skin surface, lining the digestive tract, lungs and urinary systems and surrounding arteries, veins, and the fascia between muscles, are instead interconnected, fluid-filled compartments.
Unlike the iconic Nazca lines, most of which are only visible from overhead, the older Paracas glyphs were laid down on hillsides, making them visible to villagers below. The cultures also pursued different artistic subjects. Nazca lines most often consist of lines or polygons, but many of the newfound Paracas figures depict human. Nurse sharks are thought to take advantage of dormant fish which would otherwise be too fast for the sharks to catch. Although their small mouths limit the size of prey items, the sharks have large throat cavities which are used as a sort of bellows valve. This way, nurse sharks are able to suck in their prey. Nurse sharks are also known to graze algae and coral.
Twitter, a social network, will reportedly join forces with Bloomberg, a media company, to produce a 24-hour video news service. Twitter has made strides in adding users in recent quarters, but not in boosting profits. Jack Dorsey, the co-founder who recently returned as CEO, introduced limited live video broadcasts at the site, which was seen by 45 million unique viewers in the first quarter of 2017. A video clip of a bloodied passenger being forcibly removed from a United Airlines flight to make room for airline staff turned into a disaster. People used social media to complain that United should be beating the competition, not customers. United's boss, Oscar Munoz, apologized eventually. Lawyers for the passenger, David Duh, filed a petition to seize evidence related to the incident.
The World Health Organization said an experimental malaria vaccine will be tested on more than 750,000 children in Guinea, Kenya, and Malawi next year. The disease causes more than 400,000 deaths annually. How the vaccine is implemented will be key to its success. It must be administered 4 times, with the final dose 18 months after the third.
China's biggest online search company, Baidu, said it would make its self-driving car technologies available to others, in a bid to advance autonomous vehicles and perhaps to become an industry standard in the same way that Google's Android operating system is for smartphones. Baidu's Apollo project will distribute technologies to developers and car makers, initially for use in restricted environments, as soon as July. A South Korean court ordered the arrest of Park Geun-hye, the former president, on charges of bribery and abuse of power. Ms. Park, who was removed from office 3 weeks ago, will be jailed while prosecutors seek an indictment for her alleged role in a corruption scandal. The court said that if Ms. Park was not taken into custody, she might destroy evidence.
Britain said it will introduce the world's first public register of the owners of foreign companies holding property in the country. The move comes in response to growing concern over tax evaders and money launderers' use of shell companies to hide their identities. Most overseas companies that own property in London are registered in tax havens, particularly the British Virgin Islands. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index, which measures both American consumers' assessment of current conditions and their expectations, rose to its highest level since 2001. Updated figures from the Commerce Department confirmed earlier estimates that the economy grew by 1.6 year-on-year in 2016, the slowest rate for 5 years, though growth picked up to 1.9 in the final quarter.
Astronomers discovered 7 planets, roughly Earth-sized, orbiting a dwarf star some 380 trillion kilometers from our own. That is 40 light-years away, fairly close and within range of planned big telescopes. Scientists therefore think it offers the best chance yet to discover evidence of life, or why it hasn't evolved beyond the solar system.
The Mexican government began a 90-day consultation on the North American Free Trade Agreement with the country's lawmakers and business community. The discussion is required before holding talks with America to review NAFTA's terms. Donald Trump wants to renegotiate the trade pact of which Canada is also a member to get better terms for America.
Ford made a U-turn, scrapping plans for a $1.6 billion factory in Mexico to build compact cars, and diverting some of the investment to a plant near Detroit to produce electric vehicles. Ford stressed that this was a commercial decision. Donald Trump had criticized the proposed Mexican factory while campaigning on the theme of saving American jobs.
YouTube has banned videos that show people how to manufacture or modify guns and their accessories. It had already banned videos linked to the sale of guns and accessories. Many firearms enthusiasts noticed that some of their videos had been removed from the video sharing website, and some had their channels suspended.